All right, good evening, folks. If you would please stand up and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mike Cashman,
Present.
Thomas Wood, Meg LeFay, Barb Heber,
Here.
Charles Costick, here, James Coffey,
Here.
Rick Collins.
We'll call this for 6 p.m. This evening, we have some special guests. This is by far one of my favorite times when we have a board meeting where we have some of the youth of our community come forward. So I'm going to pass it off to Erin for a special presentation.
Good evening. My name is Erin Pangborn and I'm the Recreation Program Coordinator for the town. First, I would like to thank all the parents and participants who took part in our program this winter. We had 10 basketball teams this season, which would not be possible without all the dedicated parents who bring their children to the many practices and games throughout our season. Now, we will recognize several participants for their outstanding commitment and sportsmanship throughout the season. We would like to acknowledge the players who have been positive role models for their fellow teammates and opponents during basketball. Our Most Dedicated Player Award goes to individuals who demonstrate these qualities as well as go beyond what we ask of them. The following players lead by example on and off the court, and that is why we feel these participants are highly deserving of the Most Dedicated Award. We hope that this will reinforce positive behavior for all of our participants in the future. We are very proud that these kids are a part of our programs. When I call up your name, you'll come get your award, and then you'll look over at Vicky over there, because this will be aired on TV for you guys. From our East Morrisonville Sun 3rd and 4th grade girls basketball team, congratulations to Olivia Lathrop. Good job.
Right here, yeah, that's that one over there.
That's good.
Nice job.
Good job.
From our East Morrisonville Storm 3rd and 4th grade girls basketball team, congratulations to Molly Thayer. Good job, Molly. From our Cumberland Head 3rd and 4th grade girls basketball team, congratulations to Sophia Kenyon. From our Cumberland Head Magic 3rd and 4th grade boys basketball team, congratulations to Bryson Reford. From our Cumberland Head Magic 3rd and 4th grade boys basketball team, congratulations to Braden Hull.
All right.
From our East Morrisonville 5th and 6th grade girls basketball team, congratulations to Samantha Alex. From our Cumberland Head Sparks 5th and 6th grade girls basketball team, congratulations to Annabelle Johnson. From our Cumberland Head Liberty 5th and 6th grade girls basketball team, congratulations to Lindsay Shanley. basketball team, congratulations to Ethan Freeman. From our Cumberland Head 5th and 6th grade boys basketball team, congratulations to Colton Karen. Congratulations to the 2019 Most Dedicated Basketball recipients.
So there's a couple other people that we would like to acknowledge, right, kids? Like your parents and your grandparents and your aunts and uncles and maybe friends and neighbors that brought you to practices or came to games. Can we give all of the adults a round of applause for being part of it? The other person that we would be remiss if we didn't acknowledge is the town of Plattsburgh is blessed to have a phenomenal recreation program. We often see many of our youth involved in many different activities throughout the 4 seasons, and we simply couldn't do it without the phenomenal and dynamic duo of Mel and Erin. Can we give Erin...
I might mention that they also do a good job with the older people too.
So unfortunately, the ice cream stands are not open yet. We're hoping that spring is around the corner, though we're supposed to be getting snow this weekend. We hope that you drive safe tonight. As always, if there's anything that we can do for you, please let us know. You're more than welcome to stay around, but we know that a lot of you probably have homework and other things to do this
I
evening.
hear pizza's open.
So we'll let you have a great evening, all right? Thank you very much.
Good job, everyone. Thank you.
Haven't heard anything about our court case, have you?
Which one?
The one about, I haven't either. Haven't seen a word.
All right, we're going to go right into Resolution 59, approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
Resolved that the minutes of March 7, 2019 be approved and the reading of the minutes be dispensed with.
Is there a motion? Wood, is there a second? Second. Bostic, any discussion? Seeing none. All's in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So does carry. At this point, is there anybody wishing to speak at public comment this evening? Anyone seeking to speak at public comment this evening? Seeing none. Moving forward. Resolution 60, Abstract 3B-19.
Resolved that the abstract of claims number 3B-19, 375 to 504 for $399,501.68. Abstract 3B-19, 78 through 96 prepays in the amount of $375,372.67 be received as reviewed by the audit committee, and the supervisors hereby authorized to pay said abstract.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Hebert, is there a second?
Second.
Wood, any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. So does carry. Resolution 61, monthly department reports.
Resolved to receive and place on file monthly department head reports, building and grounds, highway superintendent, park and recs, safety committee, water and wastewater, codes and zoning, planning, community development, supervisor's financial report, and town clerk.
Is there a motion? Costick, is there a second?
Second.
Hebert, any discussion?
It doesn't seem like we've gotten reports from Block Control Officer, historian, or Justice Court recently. Is that correct?
For the historian, that's been correct. Ricky, could you speak to the dog control officer?
The dog control officer, there's been no reports for a long time, is Does he do that separately anymore? Or?
Well, he has been, but I don't know why he's not turning them in, so.
Can you check into that?
Has the Justice Court sent anything up
No.
about any of the?
Nope. So, all right. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So does carry. Resolution 62, one-year utilities warranty refund for the Pellerin subdivision, Phase 2, Lots 2, 3, 2014.
Whereas the town of Plattsburgh Planning Board has reviewed and approved all requirements for Pellerin subdivision Phase 2, Lots 2 through 3, 2014. Whereas Pellerin subdivision Phase 2, Lots 2 and 3, 2014 has on file with the town of Plattsburgh a one-year utility warranty for their project in the original amount of $3,900 plus accrued interest. Whereas the town board is in receipt of a letter dated March 7, 2019 from the Water and Wastewater and Planning Community Development Departments confirming satisfactory conditions of the improvements of 1 year after the installation. And whereas the project has satisfied all requirements of the town of Plattsburgh and that no longer necessary to hold said deposit. Now therefore be resolved, the supervisors hereby authorized and directed to release the said deposit in the amount of $3,900 plus accrued interest to date. And it be further resolved that a certified copy of this resolution be forwarded by the Planning Community Development Department Secretary with the return of the deposit to Patrick Pellerin.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Wood, is there a second? Second. Costick, any discussion?
Just that on the first draft, it did have the Roman numerals.
Yeah, I made the correction on the resolution
Okay,
here.
thank you.
All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. So does carry. Resolution 63, zoning ordinance fee schedule 2019.
Whereas the town of Plattsburgh, November 2014 zoning ordinance as amended provides for Article 7, 8, 9, 16, and 17 that fees be changed shall be set forth by the town of Plattsburgh from time to time to be amended after a public hearing thereon of at least 10 days after the publication of said notice of the time and place of such respective hearing. Whereas the town of Plattsburgh has duly adopted subdivision regulations for the development of land within the town of Plattsburgh, with regulations that have been amended from time to time by the town board resolution. And whereas the planning department has proposed changes to the fees scheduled in the past, and it is necessary to review and update them. And whereas the town board duly called for a public hearing for consideration of the aforementioned scheduled update and gave due notice thereupon as required by law. Whereas the said public hearing was held at the town board, town hall, 151 Maker Road, Plattsburgh, New York, on the 14th day of March 2019 at 6:10 p.m. of said day, at which time proposed fee schedule changes were made available. Now therefore be resolved that the town board, town of Plattsburgh, after review and discussion of said proposed changes to the fee schedule duly authorized by Article 7, 8, 9, 16, 17, and the town of Plattsburgh subdivision regulations, Article 9, does hereby receive and place on file proposed changes of the changes set forth of the attached fee schedule 2019. And be further resolved that the town of Plattsburgh Town Board, after review and discussion of said proposed changes to the fee schedule, does hereby adopt the attached amended fee schedule dated 2019. And it be further resolved that a resolution shall become effective immediately. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the Codes and Zoning, and a copy updated to the Codes and Zoning Department website.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Hebert, is there a second?
Second.
Costick, any discussion?
I'd just like to thank Steve and his folks for the work and effort that they put in, especially the charts with the comparisons, et cetera. I think that helped make the decision that much easier for us. Thank you.
Yeah, and your participation in the work session that was the preliminary platform to discuss it. Thanks.
Thank you. I do have one question, and not the audience, I guess. Is it 30 days, Mr. Coffey, that once it is there a 30-day filing that is?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't want to say.
I can check it out, I don't know.
I don't know if from the date of, I cannot remember the last time we
I can
amended
look
it.
back and find it.
Okay.
Was assuming that somebody does start a project before they apply for it, and there's a 50% fee extra added, how's that enforced usually?
No C of O will be issued until that fee is paid.
Okay, and if they dispute that, it goes.
We'll go downstairs.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Downstairs to the court system, sorry.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Not just down in the basement.
Yeah.
Okay.
File.
All right, I'm gonna ask for a roll call vote for this, please.
Yep. Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Barb Hebert,
Yes.
Charles Costick,
Yes.
Mike Cash.
Yes, resolution does carry. Thank you. Have an enjoyable evening, Steve. Thank you.
Take care, Steve.
Resolution 64, agreement with Eagles Nest Veterinary Services for dangerous dogs in the town of Plattsburgh.
Whereas on occasion it is necessary for the dog control officer to kennel dangerous dogs to provide other kennel services as appropriate and approved by the supervisor. Therefore, be resolved that after the town attorney's review, the supervisor be authorized to sign an agreement between Eagles Nest Veterinary Services and the town of Plattsburgh to meet the regulations of ag markets concerned for dangerous dogs and any rules, regulations promulgated pursuant thereto in relation to the seizure, holding, care, redemption, disposition of seized dogs in the town of Plattsburgh. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the dog control officer, town clerk, Eagles Nest Veterinarian at 34 Skyway Plaza, Suite 2, Plattsburgh, New York, 12901.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Costick, is there a second?
Seconded.
Let me again provide some context to this. I brought this up at the last meeting, Ag and Markets. This is one of those requirements. I actually want to thank one of the adjoining municipalities, Skyway Falls, who was in a similar situation, helped lead me to make this connection with Eagles Nest Veterinary Services. One of the other options is out in Malone, which becomes quite problematic not to have something in the backyard. Had a very good conversation with Dr. Eagle Feather on this, and one of the things that should be noted is if a dog is at the facility, the $500 will be used first, and then we can also charge back to the dog owner in a case where they would be held. So they can be held individually responsible. That's why it's critical that we have, Ricky do the dog licensing, et cetera, et cetera. So.
Michael, just a couple items of clarification. So,
Sure.
thanks to Dr. Eagle Feather. And they have another, their principal business is in Plattsburgh, but they do have another office in Champlain.
Champlain, I think.
Dogs will be sheltered in the Plattsburgh.
I believe it will be,
That's your no?
it's my, best my understanding that it's going to be in their Plattsburgh facility. Yeah.
And then the devil's in the details, the agreement, just want to make sure we keep our decimal points there.
I saw that.
We're gonna-
500,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I just, don't want to.
Jim and I, we'll do
Okay.
the final.
It was just a-
I wanted to get, because of the Ag and Markets wanting this, I wanted to get this part of it out, and Jim and I will comb
Understandable.
through every element of it.
Yeah, that's, I appreciate
Okay,
it.
so that's gotta be
That was my
added.
question, I just wanted to
Yep.
make sure it's a copy.
Yep.
Jim's review.
Okay,
Yep.
all right.
All right. Any further conversation? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
So does carry. Thank you for that one in particular. So, Resolution 65, base manhole rehabilitation project final payment estimates waiver for lien and project closeout.
Whereas Resolution 17-235 and 18-182 of the Town of Plattsburgh previously awarded base manhole rehabilitation project to Aero Construction Incorporated. And whereas Aero Construction Incorporated has submitted paperwork for 2019 final payment estimate for retainage due to the work performed and waiver of lien. Whereas LaBerg Engineering Consulting Group and Scott Stoddard, Director of Water and Wastewater Department, have reviewed said paperwork as indicated. Now therefore be resolved, the supervisor is hereby authorized to make payment from the account of H. 19-8120-2000 in the amount of $18,037.55 for base manhole rehabilitation project, final payment payable to Aero Construction Incorporated, 51 Powder Mill Bridge Road, Kingston, New York, 12401. And it be further resolved to close out capital project H19 upon distribution of the funds, and any retainage funds be returned to base SOAR account SS6. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution and waiver of lien and the executed final estimate payment be given to the finance manager, LaBerge Engineering Consulting Group, Aero Construction Incorporated, and the Director of Water and Wastewater Department.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Costick, is there a second?
Second.
Wood, any discussion?
Scott reviewed this with us at committee, and he was very satisfied with the work, and it has had a pretty heavy impact
Yeah.
on the infiltration of water into those manholes, so the water flow is greatly reduced.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
So does carry. Resolution 66, Suez Master Service Agreement, SOW number 8.
Whereas Resolution 17-132 awarded Suzy to provide water storage tank asset management and maintenance in connection with the Water and Wastewater Department. Whereas the town of Plattsburgh entered into a master service agreement with Suez dated June 2nd, 2017. Whereas the Kimberly tank, one scope of the work, number 8, needs to be added to the master service agreement. Now therefore be resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized and directed to execute the SOW number 8 into the master service agreement between the town of Plattsburgh and Suzy's. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the Water and Wastewater Director.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Costick, is there a second?
Seconded.
Hebert, any discussion?
Yeah, are we pretty well sure, or Scott is, of the excluded items?
He's the one that presented this.
He did, on
Yeah.
all the, okay, just the structural damage,
Yep.
the antennas, and I didn't know there was any, if there is.
This is the material that he presented for the resolution. So. All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Resolution carries. I know of no reason to be in executive session this evening, unless someone wants to shock me. Seeing none, I would consider to adjourn this meeting at 6:21 p.m. Is there a motion to do so?
So moved.
Hebert, second.
Second.
Costick, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye.